RJ Barrett, who was 3 for 14 at that point, buries the fall-away game winner at the Garden. Bing bong. Knicks win 108-105. Evan Fournier went off for 41. Julius Randle had 22 and 8. Jason Tatum 36 in the loss. So let me bring in somebody who knows a little something about getting clutch buckets. Member of the LA Sparks and basketball analyst. See, I give you the Sparks love right away, Shanae. I've learned my lesson.
Thank you.
Shanae Ogwumike. Shanae, RJ's shot was the highlight of the game, but with both teams trying to get their seasons on track, what was the story of the game?
Wait, did RJ's shot make you a Knicks fan again? I'm curious, or no?
Never that. When Dolan sells the team, I'll be a Knicks fan.
That's what I thought. But the story of the game, Max, was clearly that these are two teams trending in opposite directions. So let's start with the Celtics, who are trending downward. They've lost 5 of their last 8 games. And when you have two young premier stars, both under the age of 25, 26, Jaylen Brown, who not a few nights ago just went for 50, Jason Tatum, who, as you mentioned, went for 36, 9, and 6, you expect when you have that type of consistent output for them to win. Instead, they have struggled, and this has been a down year. Now, on the other side, New York, stand up. The Knicks are trending upward. Evan Fournier to have a career-high 41, 10 threes, a career-high made threes as well. RJ Barrett giving you that Duke, talking about clutch from college, clutch shot, even though he had more of a quiet night. Julius Randle, I know there's some conversations on what he did, but at the end of the day, like, they come out with a huge win. This is a team that has been in the gutter, not just, according to themselves and their standards, but also according to their fans. And for them to have a moment like that, a game winner in Madison Square Garden, they're trending the right direction starting this new year, which, by the way, this is the first time I've seen you, so Happy New Year, Max.
Happy New Year. That's right. In spite of what Larry David says, the first half of the month, if you haven't seen someone, you can say Happy New Year. I believe that. Anyway, but I actually think
us Africans, we say it until we see you, all the way until December 31st, but I digress.
That's great. I know. I like it. I actually think the story of that game was RJ Barrett, and I'll tell you why really quickly, Shanae. Because the Knicks, Leon Rose, Worldwide West, are doing a very good job, better than in recent years, and there's hope they could allure a superstar finally because it's a healthy franchise. Now the culture's better. But I don't care how good the culture is and all that. You need one at least perennial all-star to really have the kind of talent to attract other players. It's not Julius Randle. Sorry. It's not Evan Fournier. It's not. But given his age and what he did in college and where he was drafted and his talent, his ability to score, it could maybe be RJ Barrett. And he wasn't playing great this year. The trajectory, and then he had a couple good games, and then at the end of a bad game, he hit the game winner. To me, that's big. That could be a momentum boost for him. So anyway, let's look ahead a little, Shanae. The last time we saw Klay Thompson playing an NBA game, KD was at Golden State. AD was still on the Pelicans. Kawhi was a Raptor. Chris Paul was in OKC. 942 days, but he's back this week, and I know you have a unique perspective on Klay from your time in the Bay. So what does his return mean, and what are you hoping to see from him?
He's back. I love it. I love it. And my perspective is the Warriors, they caught fire and became that dynastic team when I was around a freshman in 2010, 2011 at Stanford in the Bay. And what they did for the game and the brand of basketball was bigger than the NBA in one season. People just love Klay Thompson in general as a human. And so we're getting him back. It's very rare that you get players that everyone roots for, especially now the narrative of him coming off of multiple injuries. And so especially now for the Warriors, this is a team that they were resting Draymond, resting Steph, a little bit of the luster. They were shot out of a cannon to start the year. A little bit of the luster is gone. There's a little bit more struggle shooting the ball, but now you're reintegrating him into a team that everyone sort of is rooting for in its own ways, especially after KD leaves. So I think every NBA fan, every basketball fan is really excited to see Klay Thompson return and just make some buckets. That's what they need as a Warrior strategically, but more importantly, that's what we all want. So it's been nice.
See how Shanae slipped Stanford in there? You see that? It must be difficult, Shanae, to be a person who can't just describe their own life without it being a humble brag. But congratulations. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.